Hello, once again, all you beautiful ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of our Disgaea 5 Iron Man run. I'm your host, Justaprinny, and today we're going to be rampaging through the netherworld once again, like always. On our last episode, we recruited some questionable help in the form of Red Magnus, Yasumi, and Rod, and hopefully I won't have to worry about Red Magnus for long. So, enough dilly-dallying, enough talking, and enough looking around. Let us get on with the show. Okay. On our last episode, we recruited Red Magnus, and now we need to get to the next level, Spirit Internment. I'll do you later. Do I? Actually, no, I can't really get anything. It's been a while.
Okay.
I need 30 curtains, so I get. Meh.
Yahoo, dude!
You have to talk. Unfortunately, I don't really like wasting time in games like these, unless I'm actually, doing something. Like, I'm not a big fan of grinding personally, but I'll grind if I have to. I can do that. It's not that big of a deal. There's some things in this game that are just pains in the ass that you have to do. Like the Chara world, or shit, I don't remember the name of it. There's Chara world, the item world, there's mana farming, the Cave of Ordeal, it's later on. There's a lot of shit that I hate doing in this kind of games, but at the same time, I don't really think I'm going to get that far to have the ability to do them. So hopefully, once I get through this, I can get a clearer view and a clearer understanding of what my team's going to be able to do. Yeah, super. So right now, big musclehead over there is supposed to have a weapon that increases his attack, but he has a staff which only increases his intelligence and his resistance. Useless. Rod and Kasumi are slightly better, but not by much. Okay, maybe Kasumi's useful. Rod might be useful. He will never be useful. Yes. So right now, we're going to go to Spirit Internment Chapter 1. And Spirit Internment Chapter 1 it's just like another tutorial map where you're taught how to use geosymbols. I don't have to watch the... I'll just watch this cutscene and skip the tutorial, because the tutorial's boring as hell. So, there's a lot of things that can set Disgaea games, or like these kind of games, apart, and using panels, or like the spaces they move, is one of them. Disgaea games use a system called geopanels, where sometimes when you go into a level, certain panels will be a different color, and those will be geopanels. Those panels will have an effect, positive or negative, on everyone. Some of them will be positive, like, hey, look, everybody here is a little bit stronger, or hits a little bit harder, or maybe you get a little bit more money whenever you kill somebody here. Some of them are negative, like, all enemies are 3 times stronger on these, or any damage dealt is enough to kill everybody on it.
No, it's nothing.
There makes the levels more like puzzle maps than anything, so you have to be careful when it comes to stuff like that.
We've found you, rebels.
And here are lucky test subjects. Yes, we will never forget it until you die.
You're the
which will hopefully be very soon.
We've been informed that you're one of the rebels. We'll take you all
If this
back to
episode
us.
comes up a little bit later than usual,
All at once?
because I'm trying to release an
For a
episode every
small
week,
fry.
if this episode does come up a little later,
More like a
it's because I was trying to set up something for the stream, but
overlord
unfortunately it
Seraphina.
didn't really end up
My
working out too
servants
well.
A and B shall take
So
their
I had to kind of drop it and just release it as is.
By servant
Hopefully
Jane,
within the next episode or two I'll have it up and running, because I think it's kind of cool.
plan to fight us, the lost, directly?
Well, it will be interesting when
Insane.
it actually shows up.
We've received magical powers from the demon general that exceed our normal limits.
Yes, yes,
You
yes,
guys
exceed
are
normal
bloody
limits.
insects to us.
You should stop talking.
You just embarrass yourself later. In terms of annoyance, it would no, it would be her. She's definitely at the top, followed by Red Magnus, and then Killia. Killia's edgy, but as a character, I kind of appreciate him. He's not like
It
awful.
didn't take much prodding to get them to fight.
And then you have
By outa
this
clairvoyance,
nuts.
I will check all of your abilities. Switch on. Geo effects activate.
He sets up the geo effects to teach us what we need to know.
These are geo effects. What a pain.
Huh? Geo effect?
And now we get to the puzzle aspect of this guy.
You guys, are you two seriously overlords? The geo effects I prepared beforehand. I'll be disappointed if they struggle with this simple obstacle.
I don't need to watch the tutorial, thankfully.
However, it seems I must resort to using these vulgar creeds.
Blah, blah, blah.
This is all the fault of those who tricked me.
Blabbity,
I'll
blabbity,
get my
blah.
revenge someday. That I swear.
Get on with the fight. No. So these are geo effects. These blue panels have an effect on them. These green panels have a different effect. And these yellow panels have a different effect. The key is these guys. These are geo symbols. As long as they are on a panel, everything that is the same color as the panel they're on will have an effect. This geo symbol gives all enemies a 50% boost to all their stats. It's on a blue panel, which means that any enemy that's on a blue panel will have a 50% increase to all their stats. Not very good for me. This is a null panel. This gives experience plus 50%, which makes my character stronger when they kill something that's on one of these panels. But it's only affecting yellow. And this is yellow, and it gives ally boost plus 50% to green panels. Now here's where the big kicker comes in. If I move one of these panels, it will change its effect to whatever it's already on. So if I were to, say, pick this up, throw it here, now nothing on the blue panel will be affected by any effects, because the symbol's gone. Red Magnus, this is your only use. Pick that up and chuck it over here. And
My turn.
I guess Seraphina can get the next one.
Here I am.
You can't make it.
Here I come! Here I come! Yeah!
So now everything on the blue panel will give me 50% more experience if I kill something, and my allies will be 50% stronger while they're on it.
I'm scared.
It's good for everyone. Which means that I don't have to worry too much about characters getting in the middle of the fight. Maybe Killia,
Ready.
but I don't think he's gonna. I don't think he'll. I think he'll be fine. Matilda, rapid arrow, and then there's Kurgan, who's going to do nothing. Also, I've decided that magic changing will, because I was contemplating whether or not I should include magic changing in a character's, for like the weapons that a character can use.
Watch this.
I really couldn't decide, so I decided that as long as the character is magic changed, I feel like the threat of them dying and giving me a 2-for-1 is enough. So I will allow character to magic change into a weapon for someone else to use, even if they're not supposed to use that weapon. I won't use it right now, because maybe I'll change my mind in the future, but I just can't really think of a good idea for it. Maybe I won't. It'll make the game harder, but I don't know if it'll make it harder in a fun way, or if it'll make it harder in a cheap bullshit way. That's... I'd rather give a kill to Kasumi. Let's lift you up.
Here I come.
I wonder if you can get a kill with a weapon. You need to move a little bit forward. Ooh, that's not a lot of damage at all. Gosh. Let's go with...
Here I go. Dude, I'm scared. Don't come close.
Whoosh. Alright, that's another one down. So, there is another thing you can do with geo panels, which is difficult to set up, but if you do, it gets you gigantic rewards, which is called the Geoburst. I don't think it's called Geoburst, but that's what they called it in like the earlier games, though. That's what I'm going to keep calling it now. Holy sh! Holy sh!
I'll defeat my master's enemies.
Alright, you have to run.
Here I am.
You're going to go all the way over there. You're going to lift you up. You're going to go there. You'll go back in the panel. I can't lift that. You move over here. You'll move over here. There we go. The reason I'm doing it in this weird kind of cockamamie way is because there's a little special thing that happens if you destroy a geo symbol. Let's heal them just for the experience. If you destroy a geo symbol, its color will matter. This is a green panel. So once I destroy it, all of the blue panels that it's currently on will turn green. So it'll change the colors of every symbol of every panel that it's on. So all of these will turn green if I destroy this. When that happens, all the enemies that are on these panels will take damage, and all geo symbols that are on it will also be destroyed. And then they will activate, changing all the colors to that color. And then it'll activate again and again and again as long as I can keep doing it. For this, if I destroy green, it'll turn all the blue panels green. Then, this green symbol will destroy this yellow symbol, which will turn all the green symbols yellow. So that means that the blue panels that turn green and the ones that are green naturally. And then this will go off, turning all of the yellow panels and deleting them, just getting rid of them entirely. Which, at that point, will be all of them. The reason that this matters is if you are able to clear out all the geo symbols on a map, you'll get a little bonus. A huge chunk to your bonus gauge, and some extra bonus damage to all the enemies. In this case, it pretty much just wins the map immediately. I think the zombies survive this. Yeah, I think they survive this, but I can kill them later anyway. Bam. Yeah, they survive it. So now I have a maxed out bonus gauge. A kill for Yasumi. And no one else can really get a kill. So I guess I'll just give it to Killia. Floop.
Thank you.
He's level 5. And now I get the one-time bonus, which in this case is a star scroll.
You okay?
It's offensive magic, which is always good for me. And I get a trophy. Yay, I suppose.
What are you doing?
So, I'm sure you probably remember this, but if you set up a situation where you can get all the way to the top of the bonus gauge, you'll get the one-time bonus.
Always do things like this?
The one-time bonus is unique to every chapter, but you can only get it, well, one time. This map will always give you a star scroll if you can get the maximum bonus gauge on it. But you can only ever get that star scroll once per playthrough. So, you know, it's normal stuff.
What kind of strongest overlord do you want to become?
If an idiot like
What
him
else is there to
overcame the
talk about?
strongest overlord, he'd ruin the entire universe.
Once again, I'm running out of things to talk about.
Stop! We were just following orders!
If you're paying attention, there's a little printy tied to the back of that rocket that wasn't actually involved in any of this. The poor guy. He's about to go boom.
Super blast off to the edge of space!
And there they go. Fireworks.
My, how beautiful.
They appear to be very dangerous. I'm starting
So,
to doubt whether I can really use
this bastard is going to join our team soon.
promotion, but now I must head down.
There's no real reason not trying to spoil it, because it's gonna happen in the next chapter anyway. I'll save his name, but let's just know that he's another character I'm somewhat worried about when it comes to weapons. Not necessarily as much as I was with Red Magnus, but he is definitely someone that I want to have a specific weapon.
How you doing?
So far, I'm having a lot of fun with this run, and I just started. So I'm going to try and play this through as far as I possibly can, and when this is done, I'll try and figure out another dumb way that I could play a game. Maybe I could do, like, Final Fantasy X. Yeah, Final Fantasy X, but I have to use the advanced sphere gauge and send everyone off into a random direction. Or maybe I have to play Persona without fusing anyone. There's tons of ideas I have that are just stupid, and I am really excited for all of them.
Every single one of them is an idiot.
So now we heal up.
Let's fix you up.
No casualties, always good. And because we've healed a total of 200 health over the course of our game, we've unlocked a special item, the Brawny Muscle. Gives a lot of health to someone. Cutscene, which is not really something I care about. The only reason I'm really watching these is because if you can watch every single one in a playthrough, you get an achievement for it at the end. And I always forget one or two. So I'm hoping that recording it would help me, actually get it. Maybe one day I won't forget it. I got as far as chapter 11 when I was playing on the PlayStation 4, and around chapter 7 when I was on the Switch. So this time I'm going to go all the way. Populous swords. I need clear any 2 stages to get a sword coach. That's actually really good. Sword coach. Sword coach is like staff coach, where it will raise someone's ranking with a weapon. In this case, it will raise... You have... What the... thought I gave you... Oh, I didn't equip it. Yeah, I forget. You have to equip abilities that you learn. Where did my... Am I crazy? I thought I got a staff coach. Did I use it yet? Oh, I didn't use it yet. Whoopsie doodles. There it is. Let's use staff coach on... You get 60 intelligence and 85 resistance. You're not very good at either magic. But you're slightly better at healing, but slightly worse... But way worse at casting offensive magic than Red Magnus. Both of you are pretty bad options for a staff. I think I'll give it to Rod. Just because it matches his name better. And you have 51, 42. Let's give this healing to Rod. Let's give this heal a Rod too. That way he can do something. I'm going to save the Star Scroll for a later day. And now we have to go to Rod, equip the Staff Coach ability. And now, for all intent and purposes, Rod is skilled with staffs. And you see, his E rank in staff went up to a B rank. And it will stay like that as long as he keeps Staff Coach equipped. Even if it would normally increase the rank, it won't fix anything. Like, I can't start him at B and work his way up now. I have to simply stay at B. It's not bad, but it's not good either. Alright. Save the game. Always save before you go into a map.
Where would you like to go, dude?
And let's go and recruit our new character. Now this map's going to be a little tedious because I don't actually have a real offensive mage. This map is supposed to teach you about abilities. And these bastards. Green slimes. Slimes have a shit ton of defense. So much that any normal attack isn't really going to hurt them. However, they take ridiculously increased damage from any elemental attacks. This is helped by their ability, which decreases non-elemental damage by 50%. So, if you're going to fight one, you have to use an element. Pretty much, this is going to be a standard level, nothing really special. Normally, when I do this level, I split the party up to take down both halves at once. But because of how I'm doing this, and I really don't want to split people up as much as possible, I'm going to send everyone down the same way.
Ready?
I'd rather not have them separated, just in case one of them is going to die. And you have healing magic now. Hooray for you. Yes. And here comes Yasumi. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, you can hit. Alright. Shoot him up. He's gonna come by, smack him in the face. That's gonna do nothing because he's kill you. Oh, actually, that did a lot of damage. Now, I'm sure you noticed, you see that resistances on the bottom right corner of the screen? That tells you the elements that they are weak to. In this case, zombies are 50% weak to fire and 25% resistant to ice, which means that they'll take 50% more damage from fire and 25% less damage from ice. This also applies to weapons. So, for instance, this guy is going to take 30% reduced damage from fists, but 40% extra damage from axes. In this case, my axe attacks, even if they're not necessarily from people who are powerful, are going to chunk his health bar for a lot. And now he's dead. Let's Let's get Seraphina up. Let's defend with you. Move you up. You up. I don't think he can hit you from there. But I've been wrong before. This won't be the first game where missing a count by one number will cost me an entire run. Yeah, she can attack Killia, but she's not gonna do much. So Killia is going to bring closer. Special. Oh. Let's get over here. You got things you gotta do. Like get stabbed to death. Doesn't that sound fun? You're going to attack them. You're going to attack both of them. And an impaler drop. Let's see where that leaves us. Oh, you don't do any damage. Oh, you don't do any damage. Okay, so none of you did any damage. Thank you. Thank you. This is what I wanted. Axe Squad. Alright, that's one down. Red Magnus, I know you have a staff. I know there's 3 people here with staffs. All I need you to do... There it is. Good job, Red Magnus. It does kind of suck that he has a staff. That Rod has a staff instead of a useful weapon. But on the other hand... Oh, I learned Espor. That'll be helpful later on. But it doesn't really help right now because I don't dealing with any enemies that care about it. It does help that I do have a secondary healer, even if he's not necessarily good at it. Even if he's not necessarily good at it. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You're gonna you're weak to axes, monsters, and staffs. So let's get Alanus over there. Yeah. Let's get Alanus and Red Magnus. Because they're weak to staffs, their gigantic defense might not be that big of an issue to me. I mean, I'm not worried about Alanus dying. She's very beefy, so I don't really care if she gets hit once or twice, because I know she'll live from it. At least she should. Everyone else might take a chunk from that slime. Hey, remember when I said that I wouldn't record these super early in the morning? Well, I lied. Oh no! Alright. She's alive. Let's heal her up. Yay, indeed. I'm not bleeding internally anymore. Yay! Alright. Now, I know these attacks won't do a lot of damage to them. In fact, I'm pretty sure that that both of these slimes aren't going to actually get hurt by either of these two. But it does increase the combo gauge. So future attacks will do more damage. Yeah, no damage. Nice. That's one down. So let's not send you there. Let's smack you with a staff or 2. Another good thing about Red Magnus is he halves defense whenever he's attacking. So even if he himself doesn't do that much damage, he can still put a decent chunk in people. He can still chunk people for a decent amount. Maybe. That's probably... That's... Oh boy. Alright. You can use an item still, so... Do I have... Sardine... Order. No. Sorry about that. I just learned something about my computer today. I have sticky keys enabled. After all this time, I thought I took them off. Oh. That's a little embarrassing. Yeah, sometimes it happens, I suppose. Let's get Seraphina. She doesn't counter, so even if she doesn't kill him, I don't think she'll die to this. There it is. Yeah, she's fine. Well, I'm afraid, my poor little slime boy, that you're about to get smacked up by the staff squad. Give you a weak slap, then we'll give you a medium slap, then we'll give you the big slap, and then the final slap. 1, 2, 3. That should do it. Yep.
All men are my servants.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Let's go.
Alright, so all that's left are the mages. And what element are they? Fire. And fire. So just keep Yasumi, Kilia, and the perennial away, and they should be fine. Just in case, because I don't know how much range they have. We'll defend. Alright. You get to heal. You... Actually, no. You heal Seraphina, because you can heal far more than he can. You'll heal Matilda. Alright. That's good, that's good. And now it's just a slow burn to the vent. Red Magnus might not do much damage, but damn can he hold down a wall by himself. You're good. You are good. You're good. And that should do it. Alright, hit me with your best shot, Mr. Mage. That was your best shot and you did nothing. I wonder. You actually do a surprisingly high amount of damage to this mage. I wonder if I can get skewered. Yeah. Surprisingly, I was able to get Seraphina a kill. Seraphina is going to be a little weak for now, until I can get some better spears. So I just gotta keep giving her kills as long as I can. Just keep leveling her up. And slowly but surely, she'll become at least a semi-reliable unit. Now, we get to the second part of what makes Fury Fatalists bad mages. Fury Fatalists have very low SP, which means that they can't cast a lot of spells before they start getting tired. So, I've only cast heal a few times, and I can't cast it anymore. It sucks, but such is the way of the world. Such is the life. Smack. I don't think you should kill. Oh. Jeez. Alright, fine. Sorry. That's a definite kill for Yasumi. Stab. Smash. Yasumi learned poison, which is pretty good. So now Yasumi can inflict status ailments, which sometimes they're useful, sometimes they're not. Like, poison is one of the middle of the ground ones. You poison someone, they take damage every turn. It's good against characters that you have a hard time punching through, like slimes later on, especially if I can't get good mages. However, her with an axe might not necessarily be the best idea, but no near bad. So this is our newest member of the team, and everyone's being stupid. And this is Christo. I never really liked them. Most runs, he just kind of ends up being a heal bot. Well, sometimes he can do work. Sometimes he can be useful. He's just never great. He's okay. Not great.
I shall offer to shake your hand as well, as a sign of friendship.
That won't be necessary. I'm not some hussy who allows just any man to touch her skin.
Yes, you are.
If you want to compare hand grip strength, step right up. Right hand or left hand? Take your pick.
There's...
Well, that about does it for the greetings. Now let's
So blah blah blah, he wants to join us because yada yada yada. Maybe I have like OCD, but it always feels bad just skipping a cutscene. In any game, even if I've watched a cutscene like 8 times, I never try to skip a cutscene unless it's absolutely necessary.
There is only one person who could have done that. One who is so powerful, he is rumored to be one of the top demon generals.
So now,
Demon General Bloodus.
with Christo's help, we're going on a hunt for Bloodus.
Only to void dark? That demon general Bloodus?
Yeah.
Red Magnus says, just bring it.
So,
He would be such a perfect opponent. Red Magnus is
I wonder if I'm boring.
with excitement.
I am boring. I forgot. That's why I'm making a YouTube series. Because I'm actually very boring.
Who said the Supreme One was scared? Nothing scares Red Magnus.
Yeah, except staffs.
Trying to fight the demon general without a plan.
I need to... Hopefully the next time I post a video, or the next time, or maybe the time after that, I'll have the little surprise available for everyone, and maybe my videos will have the thumbnail. Imagine. Probably not.
Instead of falling on their behinds at the thought of facing Demon General Bloodus,
I'm having a friend help me out with it, and hopefully it'll all be settled.
Everyone, please wait for me. I'll lead the way.
Mysterious Crystal became an ally. You know what that means. Gimme Gum has been achieved. Gimme Gum. How does... Oh wait, yeah, I used Gum. Stare. This is one of the... I'm just stalling for time. Because I really don't want to roll his stats. I mean, I don't want to roll his weapon because... He's weird. He's one of the few characters who actually joins with 2 weapons equipped. And I'm not going to do the whole 2 weapons thing until maybe later on in the series. Yeah. Let's get to Christo, because he's the important part. Kerngan, you go to the bottom. So let's talk about Middle Mr. Christo. So this is Christo. He's alright. He never really does anything that's like too great, but he can never really be called utterly trash. He's a good support unit. He has good intelligence, he has good resistance, he has good SP. His attack is average, so he's at least usable with an attack weapon, but his speed is where things start to get a problem. He's not awful with guns. He's just slightly below average, and he's not awful with bows. He's about average. Fist is the only real weapon that I would dread giving him, just because he's a very, very, very bad fist user. With average attack and middling speed, he doesn't have anything to do as a fist user. Not to mention he doesn't have health or defense, so he's a backline mage. His ability is Tactician, which, as long as he's standing next to somebody, the person he's standing next to will never miss, and they have a 25% evasion against everything. He does not get this boost. He only gives it to people who are next to him. So he's not as dodgy as you'd think he would be. He just makes people around him a little bit better at dodging and a little bit better at hitting. He's going to be invaluable when I fight some of the later enemies in the game, where their speed is how they survive attacks. He comes with a few spells: heal, armor break, resist break, and rapid arrow. Rapid arrow will not be used unless he gets a bow, which if I get another bow, I'm going to be really pissed. And this is his overload. Ochi Clairvoyance. For one turn after he uses it, everybody gets 50% bonus accuracy and 50% bonus evasion. That's it. Just everyone, him included, just everyone gets better. Is it good? Yes. Is it perfect? It's still chance. You're still flipping a coin, but most of the time it'll make your accuracies go into the 100%, so they'll never miss. And a lot of enemies can't really hit a flip of a coin, so it's better than it sounds. And that's saying something. But how good is it? How good is an ability like that? Well, there's only one way to find out. An ability is only as good as the weapon they wield. Ladies and gentlemen, what weapon will our main man Christo be wielding today? He's gonna get, a staff. That's actually perfect. He won't be able to get his, he won't be able to use rapid arrow, but that is absolutely the number one most perfect weapon I could give to Christo. Because not only does he learn heal and he have those debuff spells, but that means not only do I not have to buy a new weapon for him, take that off, but I can give him the star scroll so he can start attacking people. This is actually perfect. I could not have asked for anything better. Let's use this right on you immediately, because you're going to be invaluable mage. What were we using? Get fists. Here you go. Here's a... give you some ABC gum. You give me money. Any new quests? Zap zap. Clear any 3 stages within 1 turn. No crit. Give an angel bar, gold cake. Practice dude. Tips on star. Muscle. They fight. I don't fight any warriors. I'll take Star Blessing. I guess I'll take Muscle. And zap zap. I don't really have a cafe a lot. So let's take practice, dude. And let's go. Tips on stars. Wait, what? I have 2 rare items? Oh, yeah. Let's give him the replica sword and the sardine. Huh. Star blessing. So all that's left is to clear any stage, kill 3 warriors, and clear any 3 stages within 1 turn. And I have to clear Dried Up Wasteland twice. So, you know what that means? We're going to the Dried Up Wasteland and we're going to steamroll our way there. So first things first, let's go to Blood Parsh, Dried Up Wasteland. The warriors that were here have been replaced with Prinnies. Not bad, just a thing.
Let's go.
I don't have to kill them actually. I can just chuck them.
All men are my servants.
You guys, let's super go.
I'm pretty sure you can make it to the other one. Yeet. And
Right there.
Here I come. Here I come.
blow up the cactus. Alright, that's 1. I need to kill warriors. I think there's a warrior in Shriveled Vein. Yeah, there's a warrior here. There's 2. Perfect. So I need to get someone over there to kill both of those Fury Fatalists. I think Christo should be able to shoot this warrior down by himself. Yeah.
Let me show you.
Zip zap. That's 1. That's 2.
I'm gonna eat you, dude.
Let's see if we can give the experience to Matilda. I'll toss her over. Rapid arrow. And thoop. Ah, you lived. Alright. No big deal, no big deal. Red Magnus,
Let's go.
Kilia, and Seraphina. Well, congratulations, Seraphina. You get a kill on a map like this. I bet you feel special. And maybe I can get that too.
Ready.
Bring Ari, Rod, Alanus. Pick you up. Pick you up. Zoop. Floop. That should do it. Bam. 2 maps cleared in 1 turn. And I just need to do that level 1 more time. And I should have all 3 missions. Second verse, same as the first. We're gonna go here. You know, oh, you know poison now. Yeah, let's take Red Magnus, and let's then kill you this time. I'm surprised that the maid couldn't kill both of them, but I guess it's because she nicked her attack. But Killia, even if he does nick, he'll definitely kill both of them. 1, 2, you learn Boulder Crush, and... oh yeah, they're dead. That should do it.
You okay?
Practice, muscle, muscle, zap, zap, appeal swords, and combat lecture.
Let's fix you up.
Heal everyone up. And that's how you get a lot of requests done. 600 hull, windy body, brawny muscle, peel swords, which I'm going to save, and combat lecture. Confinement. It's useful, doesn't paralyze enemies, can't move. Give him an orb and he'll give me the stun scroll. Yeah, I'll do that. When I get an extra orb, I'll just give it to him. A lot of shit. Well, it's time for the old equipment spree. This is an up for you. This is an up for you. I don't care about you. You don't have an up. You don't have one. There's a definite up for you. You don't have one. You don't have one. There's definite up for you. You don't have one. I got some equipment. Yeah. Let's give you the brawny muscle. You have a brawny muscle. And let's give Yasumi the other brawny muscle. She's just not fast enough that I can guarantee she won't get hit. Junk shooter. Sword coach, I'm going to save. Star blessing, I'm going might save, and windy body. Increases wind resistance by 25%. Who's weak to wind? Alanus is weak to wind. Red Magnus is weak to wind. I might give it to Alanus. Just so she won't get like absolutely one shot. But yeah, you know what? I'll give it to Alanus. And Star Blessing. Increases star element damage dealt. I'll save you. Alright. Alanus. Equip windy body. And now to sell. The key is you can't sell everything. If you have a good weapon, like the junk shooter, just keep it for now. Even if no one on your team can necessarily use it. If you keep it, someone eventually you recruit might be able to. So that should do it. I'll keep the knife, junk shooter, sharp bone, and unfortunate metal. Just saves me having to buy shit later. And that will be all. So far on this so far on this run, I've cleared 2. So far in this episode, I've cleared 2 levels. So we've gotten ourselves a new friend who is actually going to be a good friend, and no one's died. All right. So next chapter. Next time on our quest through the netherworld, we're going to get to the end of the Spirit Internment. But for now, thank you all for joining me, and I hope you all have a wonderful night.